First, you will open up a web browser, and here you will put www.imperial.edu. This is our home page. Next, you will click the Apply Now button. Then, you will click Go to the Open CCC online application. This is a two-step process. You will first be applying to California community colleges and then specifically to Imperial Valley College. If you have applied to Imperial Valley College before, click Sign In. If you've never have applied before, click Create an Account. For the purpose of this tutorial, we will create an account. You must have an email address. I recommend that you do not use your high school email address since that will be deleted once you graduate. So let's begin creating my account. First, you're going to input your personal information. Your first name, your middle name. If you do not have a middle name, please check this box. Then your last name. If you have a suffix, you will input that here. If you have a previous name, you can check this box, yes, or a preferred name, then you can check yes. For this tutorial, we will click no. Next, it's going to ask you for your date of birth. Next, it will ask you for your Social Security number. If you do not have one, check this box here or a taxpayer identification number, or you wish to not provide it at this time. If you do have a Social Security number, go ahead and click this box. Now we're going to enter our 9-digit Social Security number. Then click Continue. Now it's asking you for your email address. Once you finish inputting your email address, move on to the next section, your telephone number. Here you're going to input your telephone number. You can uncheck this box if you do not wish to authorize text messages from IVC. If you do, leave it there. This is an extension. None of you will have an extension since this is for somebody who works at an office or a business. Next, you're going to input your permanent address. If you do not have a permanent address and it's outside of the United States, then you're going to check this box. If you have no permanent address because you're currently homeless or one of these students here, you check that box. For this purpose, let's input the address. Next, your city. Then your state. And then your zip code. Click Continue. Now you will create a username and password. I highly recommend that you write this down somewhere safe, or you can use your telephone and put it in your notes section. You want to be able to use this to reference later on. So now let's create our username. Now it's going to ask you to input your password. Be sure to record your username and password for later use. Then it's going to ask you for a security PIN. Make sure to write down that security PIN also. The next part is asking you for your security question in case that you forget your username or password. Let's begin. Once you've completed that section, go ahead and click I'm not a robot. And now create my account. Now your account has been created. You can write down this reference number. Also, don't forget to write down your username and password. Now we will continue to apply to Imperial Valley College, so click Continue next. Now it'll take you to a page like this. This is now applying for Imperial Valley College. We will begin the application process. First, it's going to ask you for your enrollment information. We're going to select the term 2021 Summer Fall. Now you will input your educational goal. Depending on what you'd like to do, complete a 2-year degree or transfer, you can input one of those. For this tutorial, we will input an associate degree and transfer to a 4-year institution, like a university. Now you're going to put the intended major or program of study. What would you like to study? There's so many options. Click the one that closely relates to what you would like to do. If you're undecided, don't worry. Try to pick something close to what you want to do, and then later, you can change your major with a counselor. For this purpose of the tutorial, we will put psychology for transfer. Click Continue. If you need to edit anything on this account here, you can edit the account. Now it's asking for your current mailing address. My mailing address is the same as the permanent address above. We're going to click that one and then press Continue. Next, education part. For the college enrollment status here, you're going to click First-time student in college after leaving high school. Next, you're going to put in your high school education. You received a high school diploma from US. Now, you have to put in your high school completion date. Whatever your graduation date is for your school, you will input that here. For this purpose, we'll just pick a date. Then it'll ask you, did you receive your high school diploma or GED? Select yes. Have you attended high school in California for 3 or more years? Select yes, or depending on your answer. For this tutorial, we put yes. Last attended high school. Here you're going to put I attended high school. The United States, select the state California. Then next you're going to enter the name or the city of your high school. For this purpose, we will put Central Union High, El Centro. And it provides the city. If it's Imperial High School, you can do the same thing and put Imperial High School as well, whatever your high school is. Next, we're going to move on to your high school transcript information. You're going to enter your GPA. Whatever your GPA is, you'll input it there. What is your highest English course you completed? Well, if you completed 12th grade English, composition, or honors, or AP, you would input that there. What grade did you receive? You can input that there. And what is the highest math course that you have taken? So for this purpose, we're going to put, let's say, Algebra 2. What grade did I receive? We'll put that there. Now continue. The next section is citizenship and military. We're going to put U.S. citizen. You have different options here, depending which one relates to you. Now, U.S. military dependent military. I'm currently serving, or my parent and guardian is currently serving, a military veteran, or your parent or guardian served in the U.S. military. Pick the one that applies to you. For this tutorial, we will put none applied to me. Now press continue. California residence. Have you lived in California continuously since June 20th, 2019? We're going to put yes. Out-of-state activities. If there's any that you have done, and you're going to check that there. And special residency categories. Have you ever been in court-ordered foster care? If that applies to you, check yes and continue with the prompts. For this tutorial, we will put no. Now for your main language, are you comfortable reading and writing in English? If you are, press yes. Financial aid assistance, are you interested in receiving information about money for college? Yes. Are you receiving TANF, CalWORKs, or SSI or general assistance? If you are, then put yes. If you're not, then put no. Next, any athletic interest? Yes, I'm interested in one or more sports. Yes, I'm interested in a club sports. No, I'm not interested. These are the different program and services that you can click. Any that apply to you, go ahead and click them. Academic counseling, you'd like more information. Career planning, counseling personal, disabled student program and support services, extended opportunity program and services. Any of these that apply to you, tutoring services, click those, student government, and now press continue. The next section is demographic information, gender and transgender. This information here. So you're going to put which one applies to you. Do you consider yourself transgender? Yes, no, decline to state. And your sexual orientation is the next section. Now it's asking for your parent, guardian, educational levels. Go ahead and input that information there. Next, it will ask you for your race and ethnicity. Are you Hispanic or Latino? Go ahead and check if that applies to you. Check all ethnicity or any of the groups that apply to you here. Now go ahead and put continue. Now these are your supplemental questions here. In order to assist IVC College in identifying and meeting student needs, please check each item below that applies to you and fill in information as requested. So you can read the information here and apply and click any that apply to you. So for example, if you're receiving supplemental security income or receiving CalWORKs or TANF, are you a single parent or are you displaced homemaker? Are you or your parent guardian employed in the U.S. National Forest? Or do you reside on U.S. National Forest land? For this, I put no. Now you're going to input your emergency contact information here. You can put your mom, your dad, a sibling. Go ahead and enter that information there. Now you'll input the area code there. So the area code for this number is 760. And then input the telephone number. There's no extensions since it's not a business or a company. Then you're going to add the address. Next, input the city. We're almost done. Next, your zip code. And what's the relationship to you? What state? California. And the country is United States. And go ahead and put continue. All right, now it's time to review your responses and your application here. So you can click Review My Application to make sure that everything is accurate. So once you review everything, you want to make sure we have the term 2021 Summer-Fall, your educational goal and your program of study. Continue to read all the information to make sure that all of your answers are accurate. Next, you're going to go ahead and check these boxes to submit your application. So request for consent to release your information. Go ahead and click that you authorize the Chancellor's Office and California Community Colleges to release any necessary personal information. And now, are you ready to submit your application? By checking here, you decline that all of the information application pertains to me. And then you understand that the federal and state financial aid programs are available and may include aid in the form of grants, work study, and/or any available student loans. So go ahead and check there. And next, you will submit your application. So you are all done. Great job. You've submitted your application. So you can now click Continue Your Journey at Imperial Valley College to learn about more information at IVC. Thank you for watching this tutorial on the step-by-step guide on how to apply to IVC. Congratulations! Your application has now been submitted. Make sure to check your email for your G number, which is your student ID. You will also be given a student email. Thank you for choosing us to start your educational journey.